Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. I wanted to just share my thoughts. I know that there are so many people that share their thoughts and do commentary talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and even more specifically about Melody, because of all of the things that she's been going through, even after getting a divorce and essentially trying her best to free herself from the maniac that is her ex-husband and father of her 4 children, Martell, Hotel, Arion's baby wife, Holt. And the majority of these people are women, and that is fine. But I want to say that I feel that it is really, and when I say the majority of these people are women, I'm talking about those who are seeing it for what it really is, and that we are seeing abuse in real time that is extremely just shocking, to say the least. And no, we're not seeing him pound her with his fist or anything like that. But of course, he's not going to show us that. But I believe that those things were happening. I don't care how he's, tried to flip the script. It didn't work. And I know that there are guys who do content on Love and Marriage Huntsville that do reviews about the show. But I want to say that I feel that it is really refreshing when I see men who are being more specific about talking about the creature that is Martell, and how dangerous he is, and how he has damaged his ex-wife, and the damage that he continues to try to inflict upon her. When I see men that are doing that, I feel that is just so refreshing. Now, I want to call a couple of content creators out, actually. I wouldn't say one because it's 2, but it's one channel. The R&D show on YouTube. Someone actually shared them with me. I got one of my subscribers sent me a DM on Instagram of one of their videos, and I had listened to the content, and it was definitely like, wow. It was my first time hearing that, really my first time hearing that. And then YouTube suggested another content creator that I had never seen before, their video, and I was drawn to it, and I listened to it, and his style is his style, and that's fine. But again, this was a man. He said he is married. So, he's married to his wife, and he's talking from the perspective of a man about how disgusting Martell has been and is. And this was new to me. I really was like, wow, hearing a man discuss this. Because when I tell you, I heard on TGIF, when they were discussing the situation about Martell being arrested and how he did the interview and how he was sharing that Mel was being abusive to him or whatever, and Al Reynolds was trying to basically, say like they both are at fault, and Melody and this and that. And I was like, man, you really have no context behind what you're speaking about. So I really feel like you should just sit this one out. Don't try to go into any details. And it's crazy for him to insinuate that Melody was abusive to him. That was definitely something that I just did not like. I definitely don't agree with it. And I'm quite sure people tore him a new a-hole in the comment section of that commentary. I didn't go and read the comments, but I know that they're there. I don't even have to go and look for it. But hearing guys talk about this, it really is a great thing, because honestly, there needs to be more men who are seeing this for what it is. But unfortunately, it's not the popular thing to do for men to discuss situations like that, even though they know it's wrong. Because unfortunately, there's this huge thing online called the Manosphere, and then there's the Black Manosphere, where it's just disgusting. And honestly, in my opinion, and I'm speaking from a woman who is married to a real man, and I'm married to an African American man. It's that just if anyone's wondering, real men don't listen to commentary like that because that's just not how real men think. So all these guys that are in this manosphere talking about this macho bullcrap, it's just not real. It's people like the Martells and the Marceaus and the Maurices that, I'm not going to go into details about that right now, but they just feel that women should be servants. And it doesn't matter if a man cheats, as long as he's taking care of you, that's all you should care about, and all this other stuff, and you need to look a certain way. And it's just ridiculous. I'm not even going into all of those details, but I'm just basically saying that it's not the popular thing to do for men to speak in a way that is calling a trash bag like Martell to the carpet to say, your actions, your behavior, it is wrong. And you need to do the work. You need to do some self-work. You need to just realize the fact that melody is never coming back to you. It's because of you that you no longer have what you had. And you should not be trying to destroy this woman because you're angry and you're mad and you're pissed off and you're frustrated and you're mad that things are not going your way. You're not succeeding. You're not successful. And he never will be. The Bible does not lie. The Bible says, be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And I know sometimes people feel that it's not real because you may have been wronged and you don't feel that things are turning around for you or the person or persons who did what they did to you. You don't see things happening that is reaping what they have sown or whatever. I get it because I've experienced definitely a number of things in my life. I'm not sitting here waiting, twiddling my fingers and counting down the time to see, okay, when is it going to happen to them? Or when is their reaping time going to come? When is their harvest time going to transpire? I just believe the word and I know that it's going to happen. So a lot of us to see this in real time, and I've talked about this before as well, one of the reasons why I love seeing this, I don't love seeing Melody going what she's going through in terms of the negative that she's experienced with him, but I love seeing his comeuppance. I love seeing his harvest. We're seeing it in real time because he's put that woman through so much over the years. I'm quite sure we don't know it all. We don't know everything. I really hope she writes a book. I really hope that she does. Her being on the show is cool, but honestly, the show is Love and Marriage Huntsville, and even though a lot of the things have been surrounding her and his crazy ass, I really hope and pray that she does write a book because I believe that half the story has not been told. It hasn't. So with that being said, it really is refreshing to hear men who are content creators speaking about this. It's not the popular thing to do, although there are some people who have this thought process that it's the popular thing to do to create content where it is so-called favorable towards Melody because she is the favored one. So if you create content about her or speak positive about her, then you're going to win and people are going to like your content and subscribe to your channel and all this other stuff because she's the favored one. But honestly, I just feel that it's not, I'm not going to say that there are not any people who are using that as an opportunity to grow and to create content and, grow their channels or whatever. Fine. It is what it is. But I believe more people have seen it for what it is. They know the truth of the matter and they want to speak on it because it has been shocking to see all of this go down. So to have a few men out here that are talking about this and speaking about it in a way versus just a blanketed review of the show itself, but talking about the real life scenarios and situations that are happening from a male perspective, I love it. And no, there are not going to be a whole lot of people who are going to do it because, again, that's not popular. It's more popular for men to be out here on this he-man, woman-hater, type of situation. Screw them and chew them. Like, it's just ridiculous. And that's not real life. You cannot grow a society where you feel that men are just so above women and they're just there to serve a man's needs so that he can bust one and you just sit there and take the treatment that he gives you. It's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? There's not enough men out here like this anymore. And you know why? Because again, in that manosphere atmosphere, they love to blame women for the reasons why a lot of the things are going on in society, and especially in the Black manosphere, where they want to say that these single women, these single mothers, but it takes the men to make them single mothers. A woman can have a baby every 9 months. If she has multiples, maybe she has twins or triplets every 9 months, but even multiples are not common, right? So a baby can be born by a woman every 9 months. A man can get 9 women pregnant in one day. So who's really at fault? If the men are just out here screwing these women, and yeah, women can make better choices and not, open their legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but not every woman is a whore. And they try to make it seem like all of these women are out here whoring around and getting pregnant. But if the men had high standards, they wouldn't be screwing whores. You know what I mean? So if they're not taking accountability and responsibility and saying, you know what, I'm an upstanding man, I'm going to get with a woman, and maybe you're not married, but you're in a relationship, and if a child comes of it, you are making it work, and marriage is a protection. I know a lot of people out here are not for marriage anymore. Oh, that's outdated, that's old, whatever. All right, well, something happens, and you have children with this person, you're not married, and he has children all around town and everywhere, whatever. See who is going to have the protections. If he's married to somebody else, that wife is the one that gets the protections. That wife is the one that gets that gets the final say. And if they're not married, then the mom is going to step in. And if the mom doesn't like the woman or the women, it's just, people just don't really think a whole lot about things like that. And this may be going off on a tangent a little bit, and I know I am, but this mainly is just to speak about how refreshing it is to see men talking about Martell and how crazy this situation is and the things that he is doing, has done, and continues to do. And they're calling him out on it. I personally don't believe that they're doing it. Those few that I've mentioned, Freddie, Tiffany, the R&D show, in my personal opinion, I don't believe they're doing it to grow numbers. And you can tell when people are being fake, and you can tell when people are just being honest and real about how they feel about a situation. Freddie Tiffany said he watches the show with his wife. My husband can't stand reality shows, so he doesn't watch those with me. When we watch TV together, he's like, I don't want to watch that. Fine. But the R&D show, they talked about him. They discussed what is really real. I am absolutely just flattered by that. And I don't get the Derek Jackson vibes from them, where we know that fool, he was just placating to women and playing women, even his own wife, at the same time. This isn't that type of situation. I never followed Derek Jackson. I never watched any of his content. I used to see him in my feed, and I would just be like, this clown looks like he's on some stuff. And, and you could tell from the titles of the videos that he was placating to women to grow his following. And he used all of them. And then he's got his wife out here looking crazy. And some of that's on her too. But anyway, I digress. I just wanted to say that it is a refreshing thing to see men out here who are championing for right, not for melody, but championing for right. Martell is wrong. Melody has been wronged. That does not make her perfect. And I even hate to say that, because I hate when you have to feel like you have to preface something by saying, no, I'm not saying she's perfect. We know that nobody's perfect. Okay. So when people say things about, well, she said this, or she's done some things or whatever that I don't agree with or whatever, who does everything that you agree with? Nobody does. So I just feel that when people have to say that, or if you have to respond to someone when they say, well, she ain't innocent or she ain't perfect. Who said that she was? But I don't believe that she deserved anything that she went through in this marriage or after choosing to get out of it, because this man is psychotic. Period. So to have men who are talking about this, and they're not trashing Martell, they're sharing how they really feel. Even I believe the R&D, they were talking about how they would love to speak to him. Unfortunately, Martell isn't the type that's going to speak to anybody unless he feels like they're on his side. That's why Tasha K had to do what she had to do to get him on there. She knows how he is. Tasha K isn't a friend. She is not a friend. She is a content creator. She is a blogger. She is a business owner. Gossip is her business. This is what she does. So she had to make Martell and Arion's stupidity feel like they had an ally so that she could get what she needed. I'm not saying she played them. She just never lied. They can go through her content and hear her talk about how she never calls herself a friend to anyone. She's like, I don't have any friends in this industry. This is what I do. She said it over and over again. I don't make friends with these celebrities. Because if I have to talk about what I have to talk about, I'm going to be honest about what I'm going to talk about. And I'm not holding back because I feel like I'm friends with this person. Okay? So if they felt like she was their friend, then that's on them. But Martell would never have a conversation with these two guys because, one, I feel like they have integrity, okay? And I feel like they would try to have a breakthrough with him. And he is not trying to break through. He's trying to bust people up. He wants to destroy. He's like the Tasmanian devil. Like he wants to destroy everything in his path. So he's not trying to sit down and, like the Bible says, let's come and reason together. No, he doesn't want that. He comes to pull out the sword and fight and destroy. He does not want that. But I believe that they were genuine in saying that. They were willing to talk to him and have a conversation and not to try to tear him down or whatever. But Martell ain't going for that, you know? So I just wanted to share my thoughts to say that hats off to Freddie Tiffany. I mean, he made me laugh. And it was actually funny. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'll just talk about this briefly. Because he shared some content talking about Letitia and Marceau. He was sharing his thoughts, his views, and his opinions, which I agree with a lot of them when it comes to that. But Wanda, Letitia's mom, with her messy self, I have never seen a mother that is so protective of their child to a degree that they really weren't protecting their child. Because honestly, I feel that a lot of the things that she does, it puts more of a bad light on her daughter. But she feels like she's out here protecting her child by coming out here and doing these videos talking about people if they say something about her daughter that she doesn't like, that's getting traction and that's getting views. So she claims that she's going to be getting this guy's channel taken down because he said some things about Letitia and said some things about her, maybe. Who the freak cares? Get over yourself, woman. You all chose to get on this platform. And not even chose to get on it. You were granted the opportunity to get on this platform. And because you wanted the money, you saw the opportunity, you got on it. And you all look the way that you look, sound the way that you sound. And then when people speak about it in a way that you don't like, then you want to come out here windmilling against all of these people. You just have to get over yourself or choose not to be on the platform anymore. Because choosing to be on these platforms, you are going to be subject to scrutiny. Yeah, some people get it more than others. And yeah, Tisha and her mom, they get it a lot. But honestly, I feel that they caused that. So she gets on her, I guess, YouTube channel. I don't know. I saw it on somebody else's YouTube channel where they were talking about it. I think I saw it on What's Happening on her YouTube channel. And she's talking about how she's going to get this guy's YouTube channel taken down. Why? And who do you think you are? Like, really, who do you think you are that you could get someone's YouTube channel taken down because he was talking about you? Girl, get over yourself. All of these YouTube channels where people are talking about people, good luck. But anyway, I just thought that was funny because he, I guess, did a video responding to her about some things that she said about him. And so now she's mad that he responded to her response and he felt some type of way. He has the right to feel however he wants to feel, you know? So anyway, just like she has the right to feel however she wants to feel, but child, please. But anyway, I think that it is a great thing to see guys that are out here sharing their views on what they see Martell doing from a male perspective and being honest about that. Because there are a number of women that are doing it, but I just feel that it is a different thing when you see a man checking another male's behavior. Just like it's one thing, just using this as an example, it's one thing when an African American is speaking about situations in terms of a Caucasian person being prejudiced or racist. But it is a whole other thing when you see another Caucasian person calling out the prejudice or the racism of another Caucasian person. The power is just different. It really is. The power is just really different when it is a man who is calling another man out on their behaviors. Just like it is different when a Caucasian is calling out another Caucasian's prejudice and racist ideologies and actions. You know what I mean? It just really is. It really is. So guys, I just wanted to talk about that. I put links to their videos in the description box so that you can go over to their channels. You can subscribe and listen to their other content as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
Sad the situation. Wonder if we maybe were mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel it. What is left? I've been thinking about us and the things you said. How you don't feel enough to come share my bed. All I ever wanted was the truth, and I got